Every single golfer I know has said these words. I can't take my range game to the course. So we've come down to the range here at Mottram Hall. This tip should be illegal actually. I'm going to show you exactly how you can near enough guarantee taking your range game, so how good you hit it, how good you play, out onto the golf course. Because Charlie has asked this question. And he's basically asked it for every single person who's already subscribed to the channel. Now don't forget, this channel is powered by the viewers. I'm Alex, I'm a PJ golf professional, and any questions that you have about your golf game, well, get them down below. We're here to help you play your best golf this summer. Let's get into the video. First things first, the amount of golf balls. How many do you get currently when you go down to the range? Get down in those comments. I think most of us would probably be in that space of like 100, 120. I want you to promise you right now, never ever get more than 50. Okay, every driving range in the country is hating me right now. But my point being this, right? You go through a range session, you'll start off great because you're happy to be there. Few bad shots, you become disinterested, the game goes off, and by the end of it, you will feel as though you have done nothing. I want you to get 50 max and separate them into sets of 5, okay? And that way you can work on different aspects. So sectioning them off, it doesn't become like machine gun fire. You can stand there, have a really good chance of selecting a club to work on that for 5 shots. Selecting a move to work on that for 5 shots. That's point number 1. Don't get too many golf balls. Point number 2, right, okay, so we've got options here. At Mottram Hall, we can hit off the mats, and at most places that would be the answer. But in the summer months, if you can get off the grass, this is what's going to help you play your best golf, because this is where it matters, especially with the irons, going into the longer irons, going into the fairway woods. Getting used to hitting these off the grass, for me, is absolutely pivotal for you learning to strike the golf ball. Because what is the difference? Why do you find it easy at the range and hard at the golf course? Well, one of those factors has to be the mat. So there's the first 2 points. Right, let's get into the rest of today's video. Routine. On the range, probably doesn't exist. On the golf course, we maybe don't have one. Right, so because we're working through 5 sets of golf balls and we've got less, we almost want to spend the same time hitting less so we get a little bit more from it. And what we're trying to build into your range session here is make this exactly how the golf course feels. So want a bit more of a routine before every single shot. I'm going to show you mine. But also I want to put you under some pressure. That's vital, because if you can emulate pressure here, I'm not saying it has to be technical, I'm not saying it has to be the hardest game in the world, but just a little bit of pressure would really make a difference. So point number 3, my routine, I want you to, especially with driver, tee the golf ball up, get the line on the golf ball pointing to where you want the ball to go, and have a couple of practice swings. One technical, one more fluid, and then you can step into your shot and give it a hit away. You're emulating what happens on the course, not just that whack, whack, whack to what happens on the range. Right, so come here, let's make a target. So 5 golf balls here. What I want you to do, so we said about at the start of the range session, get 50 golf balls, separate them into sets of 5. Your last 2 sets, so your last 10 golf balls, create a bit of a game. Do one with your irons, set a target down the fairway. How many times can I hit it in that gap? Mark it down on a piece of paper, on your phone, as I've created here. You can maybe pause the video now and just look how I've done that. I'm going to do the driver game right now. So I'm going to use this section here on the right between the tree and the posts of going, right, okay, how many times can I hit that? How many times can I put myself under pressure? And a nice little trick with this to help your alignment is don't just aim down your mat. That feels nice and comfortable. But unfortunately, sometimes we don't have all those comfort and niceties out on the golf course. So get yourself aiming down there. In those golf balls, how many times can you hit it? Go through your routine, and hopefully you're getting sort of upwards of 4 or 5 out of 10 hitting the golf ball on the range. So again, put yourself under pressure. So let's summarize this, right? We're showing you today how we can build this good practice to help you play your best golf out on the course. We're off the grass, so we play off the grass. We'll put you under pressure, we feel the pressure, whether it's on the first tee or coming down the last hole with a good score in our hand. Building in a routine, and finally, giving you a good amount of golf balls to stay interested in your practice session. Thanks for watching, use those tips, and I know you'll play some much better golf.